Hello there, Ray Reese here, personal training manager, Anytime Fitness, Chestnut Hill. Got a nice Friday workout for you, nice full body workout, mixture of strength training and cardio. It's 30 minutes, okay? It's 30 minutes, that's it. However, it's 30 minutes non-stop. Now hear me out. Hear me out. It's 30 minutes non-stop, but it could be any mixture of strength or cardio, and if you get, say, 5 to 8 minutes into it, and you're like, ooh, I don't know that I can do 30 minutes straight, that's fine. Do 10 minutes straight, take a break, 10 minutes straight, take a break, 10 minutes straight, take a break. Now, so there's two different portions, all right? There's the strength portion, and then there's the cardio portion. The strength portion has 5 exercises. These 5 exercises, or some version / modification of them, is mandatory. There's 5 cardio options. You can do all 5, or you can do 1, or you can do 2, or what have you. But if nothing else, these cardio options are also good cool down recovery options. So they're not terribly high impact, explosive. You know, they're supposed to be from a cardio standpoint, meaning just the heart, supposed to keep your heart rate up, you know, keep the blood pumping, but they're not designed to get you out of breath. So these aren't going to be cardio respiratory exercises. It's going to be just heart, not heart and lungs. All right. And like I said, there's different options. All right. So what will you need? You will need maybe a mat. There's, you know, you're going to be getting down and getting out. So yeah, maybe a mat, something to lay on. It can be even a sheet or a blanket, and an object to lift. Okay. I have here 35-pound dumbbell. You might not need a 35-pound dumbbell. I mean, it could be anything. It can be anything. A bag, a thing of milk. You're gonna have to lift it with one arm. So, yeah, you'll be able to figure out a good option. All right. So, I'm going to go through the 5 strength moves first. Okay. So we've got frog squats, or just dropping the hips, touch the ground. All right, stand up. Drop the hips, touch the ground, stand up. All right. So hips go down, touch the ground. Trying to keep our back straight, relatively so, right? If you need to spread your feet, that helps you to get lower, that's fine. But you're gonna do those. So I call them frog squats, because sort of probably everybody calls them frog squats. I don't know. Just do that. All right. Then we have walkouts, and in some places they're called inchworms, or there's a version of these that are called inchworms. All right. But we're gonna take those hips back, hands on the floor, walk ourselves out into a plank. All right. So you have that, right? At the end of the day, you have to get into the plank. Now you can do that, or you can do a modified squat thrust. So a squat thrust generally is that. However, if you do that, your heart rate is going to shoot up, and you run the risk of getting out of breath, winded, and unable to progress through the rest of the circuit efficiently. All right, so modified version, just getting down, out, in, up, right? So the important thing, get down into a plank, get in and get up. All right, so down, out, in, up. Then we have our alternating single arm cleans and presses. If nothing else, you're taking a thing from the ground with one arm, put it into the sky. Put it back on the ground, other side, right? So we're dropping our hips just like we did in the frog squats. We're gonna grab our thing, and it's gonna go to our shoulders, and then to the sky. Shoulders, hips, down, all right? And then we switch arms while we're down there. So, oops. All right, so I broke it down into 2 basic movements. Think of it as 2 leg exercises. And again, we're dropping down like so. We're not coming here. We're dropping those hips, all right? So alternating single arm clean and press. So it's 2 movements. There's your clean and there's your press, all right? Your clean is a leg exercise. The press is a leg exercise. You have to use your legs to make the workload easier on your arms. Don't try to muscle it up. So dropping the hips, keeping the back straight, legs, legs. All right? So you'll notice I'm not holding it up here. It's just up, down, all right, with control. So control, okay? So if nothing else, 2. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 moves or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it always has to come back down to the hips before you put it down. So in theory, depending on how light your object is, you may be able to go from the ground and pretty much straight to the sky. So it depends. It depends on how light your object is, but no matter what, come back to the hips first. So we're not gonna come up here and then go straight to the ground. Has to go to the hips first. Stops at the hips on the way down. From the ground to the shoulders, shoulders to the sky, shoulders, hips. All right? Then we have our crawls or our bird dogs. Now, I've got some cones down here. You don't have to put the cones out. For me, it helps with regards to spacing and knowing where I'm gonna be relative to you guys. But if you wanna put something out to mark your distance, you can do that. Let's see here. All right, so a crawl, it's basically a mobile plank. All right, so I'm here. And it can be, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. My feet may have gotten a little bit off there, but generally, whichever leg is coming forward, it should be meeting the arm that's back. So, so the opposite leg and opposite hand move forward, right? So, but yeah, so opposite hand, opposite leg move forward. Opposite hand, opposite leg move forward. All right. Now, you don't want to crawl. You can, and also when you're crawling, there's no knees on the ground. You don't want to crawl. You can come in and do bird dogs, or you can even do the actual plank version. So either this or and I'll tell you that the wider your feet are on that, the easier it'll be. All right, so now taking it down even a bit more, we're gonna do some skydiving bullets or darts or deltas, delta position, etc. You're gonna lay down. You're gonna catch your breath if you need to, but this portion, this exercise here, is a good sort of, I don't want to say cool down exercise, but a good place to let the rest of your muscles ease up, recover. If you're feeling a little out of breath, this one should hopefully get it back down a little bit before we transition. So you're gonna, oh, pardon my mic stuff. Everything is gonna be straight and back, all right? Your arms are gonna go up. Your legs, your knees come off the ground. You're gonna do that at the same time. So you're gonna keep your chin down. You're gonna try to keep those wrists and those knees up, right? You're gonna hold it there and then relax. So you're gonna try to hold it as long as you can, then come down. You wanna do it again? You can, but you don't wanna come down and then rest for 30 seconds, because again, we're trying to keep moving, all right? So also, I should have mentioned, I said we need a mat, we need a dumbbell or an object. You will also, since we're trying to keep moving, all right, if we're trying to keep moving, we got to keep that water handy. Now you may have to like stop moving to actually get a sip. All right, those are the 5 strength exercises. Now, our cardio options. So those 5 strength exercises, those are mandatory. You're gonna do those 5, take as much time as you need, do as many as you can, or as few as you can, all right? Our cardio, first cardio option is gonna be a jog, so either a jog, a march, or a side step, all right? So you can do any of those. Then we have jacks or jack options. So your full jumping jack, this is gonna get the heart rate up, really up. So if you're like, hey, I don't wanna go ham like that, you can do just the legs or stepping jacks, all right? Or none of that at all, all right? Then we've got mountain climbers. All right, so here, and you can have your hips up a little bit higher for this, but Ideally, they would be down. You can go one at a time as opposed to tempo, or not do that at all. Because another option is high knees or standing knee raises, right? Trying to get that knee up above hip level. If not, do what you can, all right? And then the final option is dancing. You do what you like. I don't, all right? You do whatever you like, just stay moving. So those are really, like I said, options. You can march, you can do any number of steps. I'm off. I just tried to do some ish that I wasn't familiar with, and it didn't go well. But, you know, keep those feet moving. You should try to hopefully go to some tempo. I just happen to have a mix online. Actually, this specific mix is on YouTube from Workout Music Source. Feel Good Favorites Workout Mix Volume 2. I don't know the BPMs. 132. So there's a lot of those mixes online that are continuous mixes. So you can do whatever you like. Do whatever you like for dancing. Now, under normal circumstances, I'm a terrific dancer. I just have this mic cord that I have to be mindful of. That's what's throwing me off. All right, so you have your 5 strength exercises, and you have any of these 5 cardio exercises, right? The 5 strength exercises are mandatory, but now let's say you get done, you were doing these frog squats, right? Whew, you do like 20 or 30 of them. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. You might be like, I'm so sore on my quads. You come here, all right? So no matter what, just try to stay moving. You might be like, oh my goodness, I'm breathing kind of hard, harder than I thought. I don't really want to do those walkouts yet. You stay here, and then you're like, okay, feeling all right. I'm gonna do those walkouts. I'm gonna come on out into my good plank, and then come back on up. Woo! Oh my goodness, this is way more challenging than I thought it was gonna be. So maybe I do 2, right? Maybe I'm like, okay, my quads are okay now. Let me just do some slow knee raises. All right, so yeah, that is the workout, okay? And we're gonna try to do 30 minutes straight or 3 10-minute sections, right? And the strength things, again, there's not a specific amount that you have to do. There's no specific amount of circuits that you have to go through. So if you do in 30 minutes, you only get through 2 rounds of the strength stuff, but you've been doing a bunch of cardio, great. The main challenge here is to stay moving for 30 minutes or 3 sets of 3 10-minute circuits. So as a reminder, we've got that virtual training. We still got the team training. So if you If you're really, really thirsting for burn, base, and build live, as opposed to us just giving you the workouts to do, if you want that real-time coaching and interactive atmosphere, you know, feel free to reach out to us. We can get you signed up. We have team training, small group training, so 4-on-1, and we have private. So feel free, reach out to us. No matter what, keep your head up, keep staying fit, keep those healthy spirits and those healthy attitudes, and look forward to seeing you sooner than later. All right, Ray Reese, Anytime Fitness, Chestnut Hill. See ya. Bye-bye.